Hey, coin folk. So we're back with something a little different than usual. No box hunt this time. Instead, well, I do have a box, but I'll kind of explain. This is stuff that I've been piling up forever to eventually submit for grading. Trying to get myself together probably sometime, or I guess not sometime, next month. Gonna be going to a coin show where I believe both PCGS and Annex are going to be there, and those are the two that I'm going to want to start submitting some stuff to, or I guess continue submitting PCGS and send my first submission to Annex on some cheaper stuff. So as you can see here, we got some mint and proof sets with what I believe are some varieties in them. And then this box is just random stuff that I've been piling up forever. Flipped up, just different, some varieties, just some type coins. There's a large cent there. I don't even remember what year it is. I don't have any graded large cents. Still can't see what year it is. These are so dark, they're hard to see sometimes. Let me see if I can zoom in with my fingers out of the way. 44? Yeah, 1844 large cents. Let me zoom back out here. Some stuff in off-brand holders I want to get cracked out and submitted. It's a nice piece dollar with some color on it. Don't know that we're going to get to a 65 on it like ICG suggested, but if we do, that would be pretty cool. Even at 64, I'd be happy. It's got some nice color, which is definitely harder to find on some piece dollars. Speaking of color, this isn't going to show up for nothing, but I want to get this. I want to submit this PCGS just for the true view. This actually sat in a huge plastic jug full of pennies that. Like, I always used to throw my pennies in this jug because I hated carrying around pennies. So this probably sat in that jug for, I don't know, 15 years at least before I went through it. But it actually looks like it's in pretty decent shape. So I don't know. I figure I'll just play around with it, see what happens. There's a nice 1934 D and somebody's garage holder. I don't think it was. Oh, it is the DDO, but I think this is the what would be VAM 3, 2, whichever, the lesser of the two VAMs. It's not the small D, it's the regular D. But still in fairly decent shape, at least as far as I could tell. I'm not seeing cleaning on it. Well, now that I say that, I don't know. I'll take a closer look at it. I'm just trying to give you a rough idea what I got. There's another off-brand holder. I don't know that one will get submitted. Another off-brand holder. Pretty certain this one's going to come back clean, but I don't know. We'll see. If nothing else, I want to send that one to Annex for a straight grade. This is a 28S. Looks to me like it's maybe. I'm hoping it gets into AU. Might not be. Might only be XF. But it's got a better VAM on it for 28S. This is just. Well, I think is going to be a pretty high grade. Just a 64 Kennedy half. I don't think it's a Denver now. It's got some fun color. Little fun color on it. We got a 21 Morgan dollar with a flawed planchet. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to get that submitted. I don't know. I guess I'm going to go get this. I still got tons of other stuff in here, as you can see. So I guess maybe I'll just jump in and get stuff kind of divided up. I have some other stuff I want to pull out as well. I got a little bit of gold I want to get certified and some older proof Lincolns. So maybe I'll just jump in and get stuff separated into PCGS and Annex piles. And that thing's pretty. I love peace dollars. But I'll get them separated and we'll come back in and try to go through a little quick preview for each of the two submissions. Anyways, folks, we'll be back in. All right, folks, we're back. I got these coins all kind of sorted out. I'm going to try to bust through these as quick as we can to make this video somewhat reasonable. I got 3 total submissions for PCGS that I'm going to send off, or I guess pass off at the show, and then my first submission that I'm ever going to put into Annex. So we'll see what happens, I guess. First, we got some gold that I want to get certified. More than anything, just to authenticate. This one here is an old Type 3 gold dollar, I believe it is. 1874 $1 gold. To be honest, like, I'm not sure of its authenticity. That's more than anything why I want to get it sent in. I don't know. It seems to me like if it's legit, like it's in pretty darn good shape. I mean, it obviously looks like it's been cleaned to me. It's pretty bright, but I don't know. It could surprise us, I guess, but we won't know till we get it sent in. Like I said, I have a few gold pieces here, more than anything. Like I said, I want to get them authenticated, and there's a few that might surprise us with grade, but I don't know. We'll see when we get jumped in, I guess, or when we get results back. This one here is 1909, $2.50. These are, I don't know, maybe my favorite gold pieces, the Indians. I don't know. It's one of the Indians for sure. It's either these smaller 2.5s, or I really like the $10 Indian, but I haven't talked myself into buying one of those quite yet. But all these 2.5 Indians are fairly common. I guess all of them are about the same rarity, except for, what is it, the 14, or is it 11? Is it 11 strong D? I can't remember. One year with the strong D mint mark. But this one here is 1913, 2.5. And we got, this is a 25D, another 2.5. I didn't even really try to put much of a grade on this gold. I know nothing about grading the gold. I mean, they're not in terrible shape, but I don't know that any of them will come back in a mint state grade. But, and then, oh, was that the last? Did I zip? I don't know, might have skipped one, or I showed you the 26 and I was talking about something else. Anyways, this the only $5 gold that I'll be sending in. This one here is, looking at my paper, a 1909 $5 Indian. I think this one could possibly come back AU, but any of them that come back cleaned or anything wouldn't shock me either. And then this one also, I believe, might have a shot at AU. It's a $5 Liberty. What is it? 1898. It has pretty good luster on the back, but the front doesn't seem to be quite as lustrous. So I don't know if maybe there's like an old cleaning on it, maybe. I mean, there's still some luster around like where it's, more protected throughout the stars and stuff, but we'll see. And then so those are all going in with submission with a few of the better coins I'll be sending in. This 1824 cap bust half. It's in pretty decent shape. I also have limited experience with these, so we'll see. But I think I put an estimate of AU50 on this. I don't know that we'll get there, but I'm hoping we do. And what we got next? 1891, San Francisco. Where I declared it at, I guess, is a 63. But it also wouldn't shock me if it came back AU. I don't know. This one's really tough for me. I don't know how well it's going to translate on camera, but it has kind of the like thick skin on it. I don't know how else to describe it. From, I don't know, however it was stored. But then there's parts where you could tell that it's been rubbed after that skin kind of formed. And I can't tell in those areas whether there might be a little bit of circulation wear on it. I'm really hoping there's not. I think it's a pretty nice coin. Next, we have an 1896 O. I'm thinking this one will come back AU58. I'm hoping. Looks to me like there's some wear across the cheek, but not. It's not ugly, that's for sure. The only thing that concerns me on this might come back details. I don't know. The luster seems somewhat more muted on the obverse than the reverse. So I guess we'll find out. But I'm hoping it comes back 58. Might come back details. We'll see. But. And lastly is a 1903S. Not a high grade, but just a better date. And I wrote down VF35. I don't know how close I'm going to end up being, but anyways, that is the last coin of that submission. So let me pause this real quick and I'll bring back the next one real quick. Alright, so this next one is also a PCS submission. First coin we got here is a 1923 piece dollar. Philly. This one was the one that was busted out of this holder here. So I'm hoping we come back with that 65. Might end up dropping down a grade, but the luster is really nice on it for a piece dollar. It seems like a lot of the piece dollars, I guess the earlier dates are a little better, but a little easier to get higher grade on. But I don't know, I really like the color on this one. Not so much on the back, but this kind of champagne color that's kind of all over the bottom half of the front. My eyes is pretty cool. So we're gonna get that sent in, see how it comes back. I'm hoping for the 65, but we'll see. What we got next here? This is an 1898 O, I believe. Yep. And I had this one down as a 64. So we'll see. Again, I might be dreaming, but never know. I'm still learning, so there will definitely be mistakes made. Don't worry about that. But this one here is a 79S versus 78. It's nothing super high grade. I just wanted to get it graded. I've had a few of these and I ended up selling them all, and this is, I don't know. This is kind of, outside of mint state, this is the kind of grade that I like in the Morgans. Just kind of honest wear. I put it down as VF20. Don't know for sure where we'll land, but that's where I'm thinking. Next, this is a 1900 O with some nice color on it. I actually bought this at the ANA show this past summer, I believe, in Pittsburgh. It's not, a coin of tremendous value. I just happen to like the color on it. It's really hard to get. I don't want to take any of these out of flips. I put so many hours in this weekend putting these submissions together. I'm definitely a little slow at it right now, but anyways, I got this one down as a 63. Maybe we get lucky and get to a 4, but I'm guessing a 3. But we'll see. This one here is a 1964 Kennedy proof. It's the accented hair. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to see this. Let me see if I can zoom. If you don't know, the easiest pickup point is kind of this, the lower left serif on the eye is nearly completely obliterated. That's kind of an easy spot to pick up, because if you start staring at the detail in the hair kind of right over the ears, sometimes you drive yourself crazy trying to pick up on which is which, or at least I did. So I think I put this down, I want to say it is 60. Where am I at? Maybe I didn't even put a grade down. I've got actually a decent amount of proofs, and I put this one down to 66. I don't know. I haven't graded a whole lot of proofs, or I don't know that I've graded any, so unfortunately no cameo. I mean, it looks nice at certain angles, but it's not going to get there for cameo, so. But we'll see. Let me zoom back out here before I forget. What we got next? I got a fair amount of Lincoln Cents proofs. I bought a whole crap ton of them. I bought an album that had, I think, every one from 1937 up through, I don't know. I think that he ended off in like the 70s. I know nothing about grading them, so I ended up submitting quite a few. There's a few like this one here that have some, I don't know, just have some nice color on them. So I'm going to get them submitted. There's a few I'm going to have to hit with a little acetone before they get sent in. There's some that definitely look like they have some PVC residue on them, but I didn't even try to put grades on these. Some of them are definitely going to be cheaper than others, but I just wanted to get the ones that I thought were worth giving a shot grading, whether they're color or maybe shot at cameo or. But we'll just kind of try to look at them real quick, so I ain't boring y'all looking at them. But there's a couple that have some really nice color on them that are the ones that I thought were more than anything worth taking a shot at. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe PCGS gets their True View imaging sorted out before this order gets through there. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. This one here's got some crazy color on it. Forget what year this is. I can't even see it. Is it 54? It looks like. Even the color's not coming through super great on camera, but it's got like some like magenta. I don't know. The back's even better. I don't know. Hopefully the True View show it off better than I can get it to show up on camera. But I don't want to take this stuff back out of flips, so we're just gonna deal with it at this point. Just try to run through these kind of quick, so we ain't here forever. I think that one's got some PVC on it. Looks like. Yeah, a couple spots where it looks kind of real cloudy. This is another one with some nice color on it. I think this is probably my favorite one. If it's artificial color, it's going to be a surprise to me. I think they're all legit color, but we shall see, I guess. 42. Unfortunately, we didn't have no monster like deep cameos on some of the older dates, but what else we got here? 41. Which one was this? Was this the 40? Yeah. This one's pretty dark, but it also has a little bit of color on it. Right, no telling how this stuff was stored or how long it stayed in the original packaging. But I think this is a 37. Is it the 37 or 39? Yeah, 39. Looks like. I don't know, kind of hard looking through camera. I'm trying to use this tripod and I'm still getting used to it. Kind of blocks what I'm looking at, so another one here. A little bit of color on it, nothing crazy. And then the last one here. This one here, I think it might have some PVC on it too. I think this is a 37. Is this a 37? Focus. Yeah, that's a 37 there. It's got some kind of muddled color on it. I don't know. We'll see how it looks after. Get a little acetone on it. Just to kind of sharpen it up a little bit. And then we have the last one here is just let me zoom back out. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, I guess, as far as color on it, but I like it. I think it's nice looking. Just it's definitely just some terminal in the terminal range where it is color or toned up, but I just felt like it was fairly high grade. I don't know, I could be completely wrong. And I got it in just a junk 90 purchase, so I figured I'd take a shot at it and see. I don't have many graded circulation Kennedys, so I figured this is the best looking one I had, at least as far as grade. Like I said, you might not like the look of it, the color of it. I do, but and it's mine, so I guess I'm the only one that's gotta like it. But more than anything, I would just want to kind of test my eye and see. I think I put it down as I'm guessing. I think the worst is going to come back as a 65. I could be wrong. I could be way off. I could be missing something. But that's what I got down as. And I believe that's the last from this little part of the submission. So let me jump into the next one. Alright, so last submission to PCGS is going to be this modern value submission. I got a few that are going mainly for color. This is a 1994 Denver, just a regular business strike. And then I got two, a 69 and a 70 proof that are going in mainly again for color, or I guess completely for color. I mean, the 70S is the small date, I believe. Is it small date? Yeah, small date. So it's a little better on its own just by that, but this is a 69. This is another one that I think can need a little acetone touch before it goes in. And this one I'm sure is not going to show up very well. But the color on it is really cool looking. It's super dark, but it's going to show a lot better in hand. I don't know. Like I said, I'm hoping they got their their true views sorted out by the time these things get there. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of faith. And then the last 14 coins of this submission are all the same. They're 2020W Weir Farms that I found in some bankrolls. I sold a few of them, and then I kept all of them that I felt should grade at least a 64. So if any of them come back less than 64, I'll be a little disappointed in myself. But hoping for maybe one or two higher grades. But I think the majority of them will probably come back 64, 65. But I won't bore you running through looking at each one of them. But that's the last of the PCGS submissions. And I got the Annex, so we'll try to run through real quick. So I'll be right back as soon as I get it set up. Alright, so this last submission, like I said, is going into Annex. A lot of it's just some lower value stuff, but I want to get slabbed up for one reason or another, whether it's coin roll hunting finds or just stuff from my personal selection that I didn't necessarily want to spend a ton of money on getting slabbed up. And then some of it's some varieties and I think one or two errors that I just didn't want to spend a fortune getting certified, but I did want to get them verified. So this is a 1919S. I believe it's going to come back. I have it written down as an AU50. Don't know if I'll get there, but we'll see. I think it's pretty nice looking. This here's a half cent, 1851. Some of these are, like I said, just stuff that I don't have any in my personal collection. So not in the best of shape by any stretch of the imagination. I think I wrote down hoping to get a VF20 out of it. I might not even get that. Might be just too kind of beat up to even straight grade. But we'll see. At least wanted to give it a go, see what we come back with. Next is 1844. Again, not in great shape, but I don't have one, so. Well, I mean, not slabbed up. I think I wrote this one down as like a G6. Not a whole heck of a lot of detail left in it, but. And then we got 1883, no cents. V nickel. What did I write down this one? I'm hoping for an XF40 on it. Again, any and all of these wouldn't surprise me to come back with some kind of details problem going on, but at least with Annex, you get the grade along with your details designation. This one here's 1934D. This one, I'm pretty sure is going to come back as details. Or it might just be from circulation, but you could see kind of on the left-hand side there, if you see it as I go through the light, there's definitely some scratching on it. I mean, I guess it could just come back as AU, but I'm thinking it's going to come back details. But it is a VAM. It's a VAM 4, no, VAM 3. It's a doubled raise. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Well, you'll definitely be able to see it, but how well I can explain it. The rays and the headdress are all doubled, especially towards the back there. I guess they're not all doubled, but these back few you can see are doubled pretty good. And then it has the the medium D, which sits a little bit lower. The mint mark over here on your left. And there's some more lines there on the back, if you see kind of right above the one there. It's not like harsh, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come back clean. They're not like all exactly perpendicular, but I think they're uniform enough that it's probably cleaning, in my opinion. This one here, I'm hoping it'll come back straight grade as an AU, but again, it's same kind of boat. It might not. Like down here about trust, kind of makes me think it's been cleaned, but it's another decent VAM. It's a 1928S VAM 3. I guess I can zoom back out. It's a doubled motto. Is the VAM. It's a little harder to see, but under magnification you can see it's doubled. You can see it. The best I think is in trust. You could also see it over in God We. But I see people do this. Let me see if I can go through to get this to work. Probably not. I don't know what I'm doing with it. I've never even tried it before. I should probably like practice or something. But yeah, I'm not gonna get it to show, but come on. How do I need to do this? All right, maybe I should practice with this someday before I try to do it on camera. Anyways, trust me, it's VAM, and you'll see when it comes back. It's gonna be VAM 3, double motto on 28S. Next one we got here is actually bought this one off of Michael Kittle on an online or YouTube auction he had one day. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's some type of planted flaw. I don't know if it's a lamination or if it was flawed prior to strike. I think it's a lamination because you can see where, like, you can still see the top of the E even where that chunk is gone. So I'm thinking it's a lamination, but that's another good thing about sending it to Annex is hoping they'll be able to tell me a little more because they're kind of pretty darn good with their errors and varieties at a very reasonable price. So that's why that one's going there. Next here, just a couple common date, 1887. Oh, I guess I should zoom back out. My bad. 1887 Phillies. Nothing crazy. Just I think they should both come back mid-state. I think I had them down as a 2 and a 3. Yeah, I had them down as a 62, 63. Nothing crazy, but it's better than putting them in a tube and letting them get scratched up and dinged up. And this one here is a 21. Even though I don't love the look of 21s, I'm thinking this one should come back as a 4, 64. We'll see. I could be way off. It's got some deep toning on it, so it's kind of hard to see real good. So I might be missing something on it. It might only come back 3, could come back AU, could come back detailed, but if I had to guess, and I do because I'm trying to get better, I'm guessing a 4. This is a sad, sad story. This is one of my very early mistakes in coin collecting. I think it's gorgeous myself. I mean, just the look of it. But it, unfortunately, I'm almost certain it's been cleaned. Let me grab the tag here. It came in this holder. If you don't know this company, you need to know what you're doing before you buy stuff like this. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was just starting out. I saw this. Oh, that's a great price. And turns out not so much. I won't tell you exactly how much I spent on it, but let's just say, like, there was flat out too many digits in what I paid for it. Yeah, unfortunately. But I at least want to get it in details holder. Like I said, at least though the luster on the reverse is much better. not crazy, but it's better. And then you could just see on the obverse, it's pretty muted. I'm assuming just over dipped many moons ago. I don't know, but I really do like the color on it. But let me not dwell on it any longer. I've already spent much time and agony on that thing, so I just want to get it in a holder, and I'll probably hang on to it because I ain't never gonna make my money back or even close to it on it. So, now I'm getting them all out of order. The next two are two 1878 eight-tail feather, and more than anything, I'm sending these in. I mean, I want to get them certified, but also, like, I will gladly pay Annex $15 a coin to go through the VAMs on these, because there's some, I don't think that I've spent enough time looking at them that I'm almost certain neither of them have any great VAMs on them, but I want them to go ahead and take a look, and for $15 they'll absorb many headaches and hours worth of work for me. They know what they're doing. I don't. So, but they're both fairly low grade. I think where did I write them down as a VG8 and a fine 12. I'm guessing, but they're still just a better Morgan, the eight-tail feather. This one here's. I found this. It sat in a bucket of pennies on my desk forever. Or not on my desk, but on my dresser, I guess. It's 2009 formative years. The double die reverse, the FS802. So I want to get that done. This here I bought off of Adam from the live coin Q&A on his Whatnot stream. It's 1953S FS401. Yeah, 401. It's the new cherry picker variety, the Bugs Bunny on the Roosevelt. This one here is a 61 proof. Pretty certain that it's the FS801, which I'm hoping it is. It's a triple die reverse. If you've never looked at the varieties on the 63 nickels or 61 nickels, they are plentiful. So I could be confusing it with another, and I'm certain I'm not going to get it to show up on here. Yeah, it's very detailed. It's very small, but I believe that I'm seeing it. It's trickled down throughout United States is kind of where it shows up the most. But I guess if it isn't the triple die, I'm sure they'll tell me which it is. But this one I know. Well, I shouldn't say for sure, but I'm pretty certain. Also 1961 proof. I believe it's the FS101. Not super high value, but it's doubled over in the motto. So we're gonna send that one in, and then we have the next three are some. Well, one was a junk silver pickup. Was it this one or next one? No, this one was coin roll hunting. Fine, it's might have seen it earlier if you watched any of my $half box videos. It's a FS101 1964D, and then this one is another 1964D. This is a FS105. It's pretty crazy doubling. This is in pretty decent shape. This was out of a junk silver purchase. I'm hoping they don't hit me too hard. I don't know exactly. Like, I'm sure you can see, like, at the bottom of his bust and then up onto his cheek, there's some lines there, but I don't think it's damage. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. But I'm hoping it'll straight grade, because if it does, it's in pretty decent shape. Again, it's not a ton of value to it, but there's another one we found coin roll hunting. It's the bicentennial with the struck through reading on the reverse. Got confirmation from the amazing folks over at Live Coin Q&A that it is in fact what it is, and it's not some goofy garage job or nothing. So I'd gladly spend a couple bucks to get it put into a holder and preserve it for forever, or I guess until somebody cracks it out after I die and they do whatever they want to do with it. But for me, it's gonna be forever. What else we got? Oh, getting a little out of order. This is a 1925S. I'm certain I'm not gonna get it to show up, but it's in fairly low grade. But it is a repunch mint mark to the south. It's a FS 501. Again, not a ton of value to it, but it's a find. So, and lastly, this one I actually purchased online just because I couldn't find one I wanted one. I don't know why. I was like obsessed with this coin for a little while. It's a pretty amazing double die on the 2019. This is the best of variety. Wexler's DDO number 11. I'm sure it's not going to show up super great, but or at all. Yeah, it doesn't like to focus like that. But anyways, it's if you look it up, it's pretty strong doubling on the date. But it's in pretty decent shape. Nothing super high grade, but coming out of circulation, not too bad, especially some of the shield cents you see out there. But that's the last coin, so I've rambled on forever and ever. I will get these submissions out to you as soon as they come back. And hopefully I don't have too many failures. And maybe one or two surprise successes. But I'll see you when they come back, folks. All right, thanks.